obviously the Big 12 season, the games kind of start for real now. What's your mindset, and if you had to talk to the younger guys about this, and what's coach been like this week leading up to TCU?
Another year in the Big 12. Most older guys know what's coming. Younger guys are trying to get them prepared, and tell them it's going to be a battle every night. It's no off night. Every game's going to be a dogfight. Pretty much coming out starting strong and finish the game strong in the last 4 minutes. You got to do that. Take care of the ball and play hard on defense. So.
Johnny, what are the main things that you've been trying to focus on to elevate your game to the level it needs to be at for Big 12 play?
I think just learning not to hesitate. I think just being confident and really just working on defense, just kind of being able to guard these bigger, stronger athletic bodies. But yeah, just learning not to hesitate and just take chances when they come.
I know your focus is just on this season, and Kevin, for you last season, but to think about the fact that in your lifetime, Johnny, even more so, that Kansas has won this conference championship 17 of the last 20 years. Just talk about that and how that presents itself in your head, and then any of the pressures that go with that.
Yeah, that's the tradition at KU. Is to come here and win championships. That's why we all came to be a part of, Kansas, and be a part of something special. And of course, we got to take care of one game at a time. You can't look forward. It's a long season. Definitely got to protect home court. We have a great opportunity to do that against a great opponent on Saturday, and we look forward to it.
Yeah, definitely. I think one of the biggest things is, it's just an expectation. Obviously, we know it's going to be a big increase of intensity coming into the Big 12, but there's always just the expectation. Yeah.
And just a quick follow-up, Kevin, when you were at Tech, were you aware of the fact that it was that dominating the streak that Kansas had, and did that make it something you talked about? Hey, let's take them down.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Every time you play Kansas, any team that comes in here or when we're playing them on the road wants to knock us off. That's what being part of Kansas is. Every game is circled on everybody's calendar, so we got a target on our back, but we take that with a grain of salt, and we love that. That just elevates our competitive level, and we know what comes with being in this position.
Kevin, you've been in the position that Ernest is going to be in going against your former team. Just what do you expect from that matchup, especially given your perspective on it?
Yeah, I know Ernest. I'm personally still talk to him. I know he's gonna come in and play hard. That's still my brother. But yeah, I know how he's gonna be feeling. It's gonna be emotional probably for him coming back where he started his college career at. It's gonna be a great game, and I can't wait to compete against him.
Hey Johnny, there are a lot of guys on this team that have played a lot of Big 12 games. Just what have they told you about Big 12 play and what to expect?
I think the biggest thing would be, the real season starts now. We kind of forget about the last 12 or 13 games. The real season starts now. It's going to be a big jump in intensity, and this is where the real game by game really matters.
And Kevin, when you look at the freshmen, right, the guys are contributing, what's kind of the key for them to be able to hold their own during Big 12 play?
Honestly, keep doing what they're doing. Every day, learning, getting better. By now, they done played in plenty of big games, been in big moments, been thrown in the fire, and done well. Been battle tested, so they're ready for it now. And now the real season starts, like Johnny said. Every night's gonna be a battle and be a dogfight. Now it's just about going out there and playing together and playing the right way.
Hey, Johnny, you talked about learning or focusing on not hesitating. How do you do that? What's the process that goes into kind of rewriting that in your head?
Probably just, having that mindset of knowing that you got to make mistakes, you got to go through it, but you got to get through like a rough patch to then, start seeing results. I think just, having a short-term memory is a big thing. Just, take opportunities as they come and try not to overthink things.
Does that happen in practice? I mean, are you letting it fly way more in practice than maybe we've seen in games? Or?
I think everyone's been really encouraging of me, especially the coaches. They want me to, be more, some say a bit more selfish, but just taking more opportunities.
Is that hard for you to be selfish? You seem like a nice guy.
It is what it is.
Yeah. And Kev, I want to ask you too, over your time, how has the Big 12 changed as a conference, or has it at all? I mean, have you seen any evolution from your freshman year to now?
I feel like it's still the strongest, conference in the country. that's why I love being a part of it. That's why I'm still in it. And you know, I know what it takes to win it now. Now that we won it last year, you know, just got to stay even keel. It's going to be it's going to have some bumps and ups and downs, of course, adversity throughout the season, but just got to stay even keel. So
Style of play been the same?
yeah,
pretty
style
much?
of play is still the same. You know, added some great teams in this year too, so that'll be fun to mix it up a little bit. But yeah, same styles, same physicality. Can't wait to be back in it.
Time for a couple more. What do you remember about last year's TCU game here?
Yeah, they came in here and got after us. I remember that we came out sluggish, played behind the whole game, never really got to get the crowd involved. So yeah, I remember that game. You know, quite frankly, our coach reminded us about it today at practice. So know what they came in here and did last year. So now we gotta have a chip on our shoulder and play hard.
Johnny, what was your trip home like to Australia?
Yeah, it was nice. It was good to have a little breather. But yeah, it was good.
How long a flight is it?
It's about a 20-hour trip, plus the time difference.
One more from Chris here.
Kevin, just a quick thought from your senior perspective with your experience in team leadership. What are some very specific things that, coming out of the first third of the season, that you would like to see the team emphasize on to go into this next phase?
Main thing I would say is everybody taking pride on the defensive end, getting stops and rebounding at a high level. I feel like we have a lot of guys that can get out and whoever gets it can just bring it. Throughout our whole roster, if you get the rebound, you can bring it and push in transition, and that's pretty much our best offense right now. Getting up and down and using our athletic ability. And on the offensive end, just playing the right way, you know, trusting each other, you know, getting us in positions where we can be successful. Everybody knows kind of what we do now, and we've played enough games now to know where your teammates' strengths are. So trying to help your teammate out there and just playing the right way.
Thank you very much.
All right, thanks, folks.